Hey everyone, it's another edition of the Agents of Inclusion podcast brought to you by Special Olympics and Odyssey. I'm JR of CBS Sports Radio, and it's time to introduce you to some amazing folks who are all about inclusion and have amazing life stories to back it up. This week, we're going to Houston, Texas to chat with Julian Gante and athlete Emerson Barahona Guevara of Springwoods High School. Julian and Emerson have been able to connect through Unified Sports. What's Unified Sports? Well, it's a school program that allows athletes with and without intellectual disabilities to play sports together. Let's learn more about their connection through athletics and some of their hobbies. I mean, everything from hunting to Legos. Let's go ahead and listen in. It's another edition of the Agents of Inclusion podcast, and it's time for me to catch up with some old friends, but they're good friends. We're going down to Houston, Texas, and we're being joined right now by Julian and Emerson of Springwoods High School. They're going to tell us all about Unified Sports, Unified Champions School. Their school just got a banner for Unified Sports. We're going to talk about that. Julian, how are you, man?
Good, doing great. How are you?
Good to hear. Emerson, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. And what about you?
I'm excellent. Now that I'm speaking to the two of you all, I guess my first question, how did you guys connect at Springwoods High School?
Well, I hadn't really met him until Unified Sports started, and I came across that by sort of the recommendation of another coach into this program.
And for anyone who's not familiar with Unified Sports, it's really pairing up individuals with and without intellectual disabilities to play sports. And there are so many of these programs all over North America at different schools. And so, Julian, as a partner here with Emerson, what attracted you to the program to play sports, Unified Champions?
Well, the main two reasons were, first off, I love sports, so getting to be a part of really anything is really cool. And secondly, the chance that it gave me to help other people and be part of something, big, really attracted me.
And Emerson, from your perspective, how long have you been a Special Olympics athlete? Like, how long have you been playing it just in a program?
I have been playing on the Special Olympics athlete for over 4 years, and that's a lot of years. Like, I have been training to be an athlete.
Okay, awesome. And you talk about the sports that you participate in. What sports do you play exactly, Emerson?
I play the first I play football, the second basketball, third one is golf, and the fourth one is track.
So it's football that brought you guys together. And of course, it's Texas. Football is king. Football brought you all together. What was that first experience or that first game like? Were y'all on the same team? How did you guys connect and become friends?
So we met for the first time
Yeah.
at our first track meet, actually. And, back then we were assigned partners, and we just started to compete together, run together.
Yep.
And Emerson, from your perspective, how do you feel about this? What has this done for you and your development in high school as you continue to grow and move on?
It really is. It's a lot honor. I'm a lot honored by that. Even it was very like connected up to how I feel about playing the sport and all that. It's very fun for me.
So do you have a favorite memory so far competing in Special Olympics, especially Unified Champions program?
I guess I might say the volleyball type or something like that.
Okay. And what about you, Julian? Is there a memory that stands out to you in this program?
I think the first time we went to state would probably be up there for sure. Especially when we received our awards, it felt super good to have worked really hard.
And you feel like honored by that.
Exactly. It feels really cool to be a part of that.
So help me out. You said you went to state.
Mm-hmm.
Describe that experience for anyone who's not familiar. What exactly are you referring to?
So we compete in a couple of district meets, a couple of regional and area, and eventually in track, and we eventually get to state where the past 2 years we've been to. It's been at San Antonio, so we're waiting to see where we go this year.
Well, Julian, how long have you been involved with Special Olympics? Was the Unified Champion Schools program your first exposure, or is this something you participated in or maybe volunteered in the past?
It was my first time really working with this, and I've been in the program since my freshman year, actually, so 4 years.
And why do you think, and this question is for you both. I'll pose it to you first, Emerson. Why do you think we should have other schools who participate in this program?
It's because I've been involved with many sports that in the other schools I couldn't participate, but on this is the only school that I only have to participate in, and I just feel really excited because it was really honored for me.
I'm sure. And from your experiences, Julian, why should we have this Unified Champion Schools program in more schools? What have you learned in your experience? What would you tell to a school that doesn't have this type of program?
I think that it'd be silly not to already, be in this program. I think that it truly makes the school feel equal and fair whenever you give everyone the same opportunities, you give everyone the chance to have fun and really live out things that otherwise you couldn't have done without unified sports.
And do you have specifically, besides going to state, a favorite memory? This is an experience that you have now in high school. You're going to be out of high school soon, man. What has been your favorite part besides going to state and getting these awards?
Um, Honestly, it's just the idea of being able to help, bring sort of a pride to my school that there wasn't before.
And it was a banner presentation. You guys have participated in this program for 4 years now at Springwoods. You guys have met different meters and marks of excellence from sportsmanship and just teamwork. And not everybody has an opportunity to raise a banner at the school. Emerson, how do you feel to see that banner just raised in the school, to see it visible?
I feel very excited when I see that, and like when the banner was right there, I actually feel honored and very excited to see that.
Cool. Now, let me ask you this. When you guys aren't playing or participating in sports, what are some of your other hobbies? Are you guys listening to music? Are you watching the Texans or the Astros? What are y'all doing?
So my hobby was to make like Lego art. Like I could make anything out of Lego. It's like a helicopter, a house, anything I could ever think of. When I was a little kid, I was like involved of like, and sometimes I never like finished making Legos because when I basically have like a like a Lego Christmas box that I got from years ago, and it was like a Lego movie set and a creator set. But then I have this big box of like so many Legos, like unfinished Lego that I haven't built. But then when I watched like the movie like the 1978's Halloween, I actually saw like how the house actually looks, and then I was like, I think that's gonna, I think it's gonna be hard or easy, but I just basically like, in the past few months, I basically just started making that, and then but like the top floors is kind of a little bit difficult because sometimes they just break. But but sometimes I mean, I didn't make it like the same house that it made. Like I mean, I made my own house. Like I mean, I just basically like it's like a big windows, and then I just had to finish it. And and sometimes I make a little bit of upgrade to my house, like a Lego Michael Myers house, like a little backyard.
It's big time. I gotta follow up that. Like I love Star Wars. And I know there's so many Legos and sets with Star Wars, but I haven't done Legos in a long time. Have you ever built anything Star Wars related at all?
No, I sometimes make like like Lego City, like Lego City sets, like the police, like a big police station.
Okay.
And it took me about like 1 hour to finish it. And then I sometimes have like a Lego Speed Champions, like the new one. Like I like two of these cars that I made was the Dodge Charger and I don't remember what's the other one, but the Lego Star Wars one. It's just a little bit easy, but
Oh,
it's like a starter set.
okay. That's me where hey Paul, that's where I may have to start off, man. Julian, when you're not playing sports, what are you into?
I really like listening to music, playing the guitar, hunting, you know, that kind of stuff.
Well, that's quite a few things. When you're listening to music, what particular artists are you locked into?
It really depends on my mood, but I'd have to say my favorite artist is probably a guy named Zach Bryan.
Okay. And then you said you also hunt. I don't hunt, but I like to eat. When you go out to hunt, what are you getting your hands on?
Whenever it's deer season, deer or year round, probably hogs.
Hog. So you're hunting and are you cleaning and cooking and you're doing the whole process?
Yeah, the whole thing. I mean, I have three younger brothers and my dad, so we also, we really like to get into that stuff. So we leave really early in the morning to get to where we're going and at dawn or dusk, actually. um, yeah, and my two youngest brothers we're still a little young, so we don't really take them with us that often. It's just me and my other brother. He's a freshman. But yeah, we probably go to the gas station or something, eat breakfast, load up the supplies, just head to wherever we're going and wander into the woods. Look for tracks or poo or something.
So do you come back? You always come back with something? Like how long do you have to wait? Sometimes it's just the experience, or do you always net something on the way out?
Oh yeah, it's definitely not 100% success rate. We come empty-handed a lot of the times, but I personally really just enjoy going to the woods and getting lost in there, wandering, adventuring. I really enjoy that, but I mean, it's not just about killing the animal and hunting. It's really about enjoying the experience there.
If you have to think about your family, Julian, what what have they instilled in you to have such a positive outlook? Like, what's the best advice you got from your dad? It seems like you have a great outlook on life.
My parents they've always been available to anyone who needs help, and whenever people ask for help, they've never said no. So that's kind of like one of the principles I have.
And then for you, Emerson, man, what does family mean to you? What's the greatest thing, most special thing about family?
It's it's been really happy because we have a baby sister that was like born in a few months ago, and I just couldn't be even more happier because now I only have like two sisters, and I'm the only one, and I'm the only brother here.
I hear that, man. Well, congratulations on having a little sister.
Thank you.
How does that feel, man? You gotta watch her, you gotta love her. How does that feel so far?
I actually feel excited when the baby has arrived, and I just I just couldn't even be more happier.
There's gonna come a point in time, and this is for both of you, when you're no longer in high school, which is a cool thing because that means you're growing and moving on further in life. What do you want to leave behind for the students that are coming after you, just about inclusion and maintaining this opportunity? Y'all have been able to connect through sports. How do you keep this alive? What advice would you give to the freshmen, the people to keep this program going? I'll start with you, Julian.
Um, I'd say, this is a really fun thing to be a part of. Being able to, run and hang out with your friends and meet new people is always really cool. But also, being able to, the whole thing about inclusion, being able to include everybody, give everyone equal opportunities is a really good feeling.
And Emerson, for you, what would you tell to some of your other friends in school and classmates about this program, Unified Champion Schools?
Sometimes, and I basically have like old friends, modern friends, and new friends, and I just basically tell them everything about what I did at the Special Olympics. So this is not about winning or losing. It's just about how fun you have. Like you could be with your teammates, and then you basically have fun with them. It's kind of like a play thing, but it and games can actually make it fair and just how fun you could actually have.
I hear that. You touched on it a little bit, Julian. You mentioned inclusion. What does inclusion mean to you?
To me, it means, being able to represent everyone equally. Everyone has a voice there, and it should be heard.
It is honored. It is honored.
I hear you, man. So let me ask you this. One day you'll blink and high school will be done. What do y'all want to do? What's in the future for you, Emerson? What would you like to do as you get older and graduate?
I have no idea, but I guess I might be able to get a job or something. And sometimes I always love to make people laugh because of my jokes and all that.
Okay.
Because I'm a little bit of a comedian. Like sometimes when I watch videos or someone asks like a joke like that, or someone tells something like in a video, I always say like that's not gonna happen.
Okay. I'm with it. Well, when you're selling out arenas and selling out shows, man, make sure that I get a ticket, okay?
I always keep that in mind.
Please. I love comedy. Julian, what about you, man? What's on the agenda post high school? What would you like to get into?
I'm going to A&M in the fall and going to major in kinesiology to pursue a healthcare profession.
Oh, congratulations. What attracted you to the health field?
Going back to the thing, I just really love helping people and bringing me a sense of, purpose.
I appreciate that. And this is high school is a cool time. You go once, when you're there, you make friends. I have lifelong friends I made in high school.
Mhm.
And then, life continues on. And so being a part of this program at Springwoods has to be awesome. So I just want to commend you both for what you're doing, not just for yourself, but for others as well. I appreciate the time, guys.
Thank you.
Shout out to Emerson and Julian for showing there's more we can always do together than separately. Much love to all the schools who participate in the Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools program. It's an amazing experience for people of all abilities to come together to play sports. Learn more about the program or how to start it at your school by going to generationunified.org. That's generationunified.org. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so every new edition of the Agents of Inclusion podcast is delivered right to you. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Find it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm JR. I'll see you next time for the next episode, Agents of Inclusion.